Welcome to NST Focus. I'm your host, Ken Kane. Our guest today, Jerome Martin III. And folks, it's time. We are in rehearsal. Northwest Senior Theater is going to the boards again. We'll be there in May with a new show all about families. It plays from May 6 to 9 at Rise Church in Tigard, and we do 2 o'clock matinees every day. But we'll get more into that in a minute. First, Jerome, thanks for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Now, you're different than most of the other people in the cast in that you're a dancer, and primarily a dancer.
Yes, sir.
So, was dancing something you did when you were working back in the old days, or is it a hobby that really blossomed in your retirement?
Actually, I started dancing about 20 years ago, and I started with this social dance called Zydeco.
Wow.
And from Zydeco, I got introduced to swing dance, and I started swing dancing, and I learned how to do all these different forms. I actually became a tap dancer after partner or social dancing for about 10 years. So in 2016, I was at a nightclub listening to some jazz, and this lady got up and started tap dancing. And I went over and introduced myself to her and asked her if she was an instructor, and she said yes. And I started taking tap dance classes from her. So this tap dancing is really relatively new. I've been social dancing for a lot longer than I have been as a tap dancer.
So, do you think anyone can learn to dance well, or do you have to be predisposed to do it, or innately athletic in order to succeed?
Well, to dance, period, if you can walk, you can dance.
Well, I don't know about that.
But to be good, I think you have to have, obviously you've got to have, I personally believe if you've got athletic ability and you can keep time and you can shift your body weight accurately, I think you have a good chance of being a decent dancer, especially if you're receptive and aware of a partner. Partner dancing is give and take, and it's, you're working together with somebody. It's not just one person guiding, you're working together.
How many different types of dance can you do? You've already mentioned some, I know, but...
So I can do East and West Coast swing, I can do the Latin dances, I can do salsa, cha-cha, rumba, I can do bolero, I love to waltz, nightclub two-step. So if it's got a rhythm, I can samba. Yes, if it's got a rhythm, I can pick it up, and I usually can do some pretty creative things with it.
And you continue to take dancing lessons, don't you?
Yes, sir.
You're picking up new dances?
Well, I like to really, first of all, I like to help out because I'm pretty decent, and so I get invited to ask or to help with some of the newer dancers, as well as I like to continue to improve my skills. And one of the things that's nice is having this medium so I can really work on stuff that I'm working on with good follows. So it serves two purposes.
And you're involved not just with NST, but you're involved with some other dance groups around town,
Correct.
Right? Who do you dance with?
So I dance with this organization called Connect to Dance. That's actually the teaching arm of where I get a chance to learn and practice. And that's a group that is led by this gentleman by the name of Uwe Hessinger. And his part is Colleen Suzanne, and they teach swing, they teach waltz, salsa, nightclub two-step, East Coast swing, foxtrot. So I have the opportunity to do a lot of those dances Monday and Wednesday night.
Do you sing too?
Not well.
Well, that's fine. I don't dance well. There's room for everybody in NST.
I can hold a tune, but I prefer to dance.
How'd you find us? How'd you find Northwest Senior Theater?
My friend Rachel was attending tap classes at at the Laurelhurst Club with Connect to Dance, and she mentioned to me that she was part of NST, and would I be interested in dancing with her in one of the shows? And I said, sure, I'd give it a try. And we did pretty well on stage, and they keep inviting me back to dance, so here we are 3 years later, and I'm still dancing, and I appreciate the opportunity that you guys have afforded me.
You guys, you and Rachel, you cut quite the scene when you're on stage because you're very tall and she's pretty short.
She is, but she is such a joy to dance with because she, like myself, we're similar in the fact that we like to improvise and play, and we play off one another. And it's really enjoyable. This is no different than what we experience in in ballroom dance class, where we're just goofing off and having fun.
So earlier today, you were here for a rehearsal and you ran through a couple of numbers.
Yes, sir.
Let's give the folks who are watching this an idea of what they can expect to see come May 6th to 9. What kind of dancing are you going to do?
Well, I think the video you just took today was us doing a piece where we're going to be doing some cha-cha. Not much not much tap dance in that particular number. It's going to be mostly cha-cha because of those Latin rhythms. And in another number, we will be doing a little bit more tap. And both of the pieces are going to be very enjoyable. I hope you enjoy the energy that we exude. And one of the numbers, I'm going to be dancing with Diane and with Rachel. So it'll be fun because the three of us will be dancing to a up-tempo swing piece, what Papa Don't Dance and Your Mama Don't Rock and Roll. So that should be very enjoyable for the audience.
Actually, everybody at NST has to be adaptable, and you're no different. The reason I mention this is when the song that has evolved into a cha-cha was originally conceived, that was going to be a tap number.
That's correct.
And you're doing a soft shoe number too, aren't you?
Yes, I am going to be doing a soft shoe number that I have to do some work on. I should receive a video that I can start working on because it'll be a lot of fun to do, and I'm looking forward to getting to work on it. I can't say much more about it right now because I don't know much more about it.
So how do you approach something like that? So basically, that number, and it's called Very Soft Shoes, when you get to it in the show, it's sort of a blank slate for you at this point.
That is correct.
How do you go from there? What do you do to visualize it and then to get it from here down to your feet?
Well, that's an excellent question. The way that I approach it is I listen to the music, and then I will look at the video. Actually, in this case, I'll do them both at the same time. But I will take a piece of paper and a pencil, and I'll start writing down the steps. So it'll be basically, I will just be recording the choreography that I see on stage, and I will just start practicing it so I can basically emulate it. So that's the process that I'll go through to recreate this piece that looks like it's going to be very enjoyable to do.
Yeah, and it's sort of historic. I mean, the video you're working off of is from Once Upon a Mattress, I think, the Broadway show. And it's Elliott Gould is the dancer, which who knew Elliott Gould could dance, right?
Well, I was impressed, and I was not only impressed, but I was surprised because I didn't know Elliott Gould danced and sang.
Yeah, and this is young Elliott.
Correct.
But it is it's going to be quite interesting. I want to go back to some of the dance studio that you do. You do have a reputation for being a bit of a ladies' man among the cast here at NST. Is that fair or foul?
That is fair. You know, when you have, I guess, the energy that I have, I attract a lot of people. Especially when I go to a dance venue, women see me dance, and of course, women are attracted to me because they want to dance. So yeah, that's fair, and it happens all the time.
So you have, in the very best sense of this term, you have multiple partners, don't you?
That is correct.
What's it like adapting to them?
You know, it's really enjoyable because I have to be aware of what she can do very quickly. As an example, if I'm dancing with a beginner who is very limited, I've got this whole methodology in my mind of trying just basic steps and see if she can accomplish those basic steps. As an example, if we're doing basic swing, if she can do a rock step and a triple step in time, that's very good. That's a nice basic thing to do. The next step I'll do is I'll do a turn. I'll give her a right turn, see if she can do that properly. Mm-hmm. If she can do that, I'll do a left turn. So I'll just build on what she can do. And if she can't do any of that stuff, I'll just do what she can do.
Well, that's very adaptable.
And when I have better dancers, then it's really fun. Because then I get a chance to challenge them with more creative things, especially with changing hands, going behind my back, doing loops around the head, and seeing how they respond. Because there's no mistakes. It's just opportunity to see what we can create.
How is Rachel as a partner?
Rachel's fantastic. She's very adaptable. She's also very playful. She's also very skilled.
And you mentioned this earlier, and I saw it a little bit today at rehearsal. You're also getting to dance with one of our other featured dancers in this show, and that's Diana. So have you danced with her before?
No, this is the first time ever.
And how is that going?
It was quite good. She's an accomplished dancer as well. And so when you dance with an accomplished dancer, again, you just give cues and see how she responds. And she responded very well with the cues that I gave, because I've been dancing and I know how to lead. And she knows how to follow. So it's very just small little tweaks where, my timing in relation to her, and that's what we're kind of working on. But once we dance a few more times together, we'll have that figured out because we both know how to dance.
Well, it's time to tell you again how you can see these guys dancing and the rest of the troupe singing and all of us having a good time. The show is called Mothers and Fathers and Kids Oh My, and it's a family show about families. All of the songs relate to some part of the family structure. It is May 6th through 9 at 2 o'clock each day at Rise Church in Tigard. Such a deal. $10 for a ticket. You can buy them at the door. You can buy them online. I suggest, actually, to learn more about the show, go to our website, which is NW Senior Theater, spelled with an R-E, .org. You also can hit our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page that's called NST and Friends, and there's lots of information there. And if you're watching this podcast, you probably do know we have a YouTube channel too, where all of the podcasts can be seen. So, Jerome, I want to thank you so much. This was a blast. And I just can't wait for the rest of the rehearsals so that we get to work together more. And I want to thank you for watching, and I sure hope we see you at Rise Church in early May for Mothers and Fathers and Kids Oh My. Thanks for watching.